The reason why I'm late is because I left the phone at home again. I came out and left the phone at home, and obviously I need the phone to do this live stream. So anyway, I'm here in Blackpool, of course. There's the tower. I'm towards the north of the tower, and I've come down this way because it's a great part of the promenade. So yeah, so here we got Duncan, hi Julie, Wayne. At least I can talk to people on this one because there's not as many people watching this as what watch my other channel. So it's a lot easier to speak to people. Yeah, so does anybody, yeah, biker territory, that's right, yeah. So does anybody know that it was the Equinox today? Yeah, did anybody out there know that today was the Equinox? It's the day when the sun crosses the celestial equator, which means that everybody on Earth gets to see the sun rise in the east and set in the west. Yeah, so that's why we call it the Equinox. And it's the first day of autumn as well. It marks the first day of autumn. So what's going to happen from now is the sun's gradually going to start to set further to the south, further and further, and eventually it'll set somewhere down there in the middle of winter. That'll be on the solstice. Be somewhere down there on the solstice, yeah. So, hi Wayne. Hi Lee. So, I'm going to ask another question. Hi Peter Johnson. You know, because it's the equinox and the sun rises in the east and sets in the west for everybody on Earth, do we also get equal day and night today? That's a question to you all. Do we get equal day and night here in Blackpool? Let me know if you know the answer. Hey, I think we might get to see the sun come out again, you know. Can you see? It's just sort of peeking out of that cloud. We might just get a glimpse of the sun. We'll have to wait and see. I think I'll have to get myself one of those electric scooters. Won't I? Hi, Brian. Richard Gatenby. Not until the Richard Gatenby knows. Not until the Equinox. The Equinox, I think, is on Sunday. Oh, who's that? Someone's given me a super chat. Thanks very much. That is awesome. Thanks, Crispy. Whoa. I'll get myself a bag of chips, I think. Oh, but look at this view. Hi, Nighthawk. Richard Gatenby, yeah. Well done. Yeah, so we actually get equal day and night on the equinox. That happens on a different day. It happens a bit later. It's happening on Sunday. Yeah. So today we get to see the sun setting right out there in the west. Look at that. Although I think it might just have gone back into the cloud again, so I'm not sure if we're going to see it. But it's a really nice view from Blackpool up here anyway, isn't it? It was quite busy last night, Brian. It was quite busy inside the pub. So I went in the pub last night. It was dead in the town centre. But to be honest, there wasn't a whole lot going on, you know. Like I say, dead in the town centre. A bit busier in the pub. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Rob. Rob said he knew that the equinox. Now, the equinox is interesting because it depends where you are on the Earth. If you're on the equator, it doesn't really make a difference. The equinox, there isn't really an equinox as such. You never get equal day and night when you live on the equator. And that's a funny thing, that. It's a really, really weird thing. So, oh, thank you, David NN. That's absolutely awesome. Yeah. Thanks to David NN for that. Oh, I'm doing well on this. Anyway, yeah, so today is the equinox, and it's the day when the sun crosses the celestial equator. So if you imagine the Earth's equator projected out into space, it's when the sun appears to cross that, and then it starts to move south. So we're going into autumn. The sun's moving out of the way from us. It's going to be a lower angle towards the winter, and eventually we'll get to the winter solstice, and the sun will barely rise in winter. So that's That's kind of how it all works. I'd like to show you an example, but it's really, really hard. Yeah, but we're looking towards it. They're quite nice clouds out there, aren't they, actually? 46 people watching. Hit the like button. I can see the lift going up and down the tower. Yeah. I think, unfortunately, I think we've probably just missed the video on the ISS transit across the sun, 15th. I think it depends where you are, Camper Drone. You're probably in a position to see that, but it doesn't necessarily happen. It only happens from a very specific point. I mean, I might, well, get out of the way. That guy's running right next to the tram. See, he could, yeah, you see. It's not a good idea to wear headphones. CSI cat back, yeah? Glasgow, yeah, that's right, it's Glasgow weekend here in Blackpool. Yeah, so it's going to be pretty busy this weekend, I think. Thanks to Crispy and David for the super chats, absolutely awesome. That's the Grand Hotel over there, by the way, the Grand. Used to be it was a Hilton last. It was a Hilton, yeah, it's now the Grand. Thanks, Sarah. Oh, I'm doing well here, aren't I? I don't think I've ever done so well on a Starman video. 4 super chats. Yeah? So I'm just going to head down this way, and the reason, well, I've done Equinox videos from here before, and there's a reason for that, because you see that road over there that I'm facing now, it's called Worley Road. That road there runs east and west, almost perfectly east and west, and it just gives you an idea of where the sun rises and the sun sets today on the solstice, because the sun rises due east and due west, on the equinox I mean. For everybody on Earth, it doesn't matter where you are, you get to see the sun rising in the east. So if you look on the street there, can you see we're looking straight towards the east there? Yeah, hi Lancashire Liberty. So that's the direction of where the sun popped up this morning. Yeah, hi Thomas Thompson. Yeah, not far from Alan Bradley's. It's just up there, Alan. Mark, sorry. Hi Alison Welch. Yeah, so you see that road there? It runs almost east-west, perfectly east-west. So the sun will have poked up that direction this morning, yeah? Because it's the equinox, yeah? And now, although we can't see it, I'm afraid, it's setting due west, right out there. So it's a 90-degree angle from the promenade, yeah? There you go. Yeah, so unfortunately I was a little bit late starting the stream. I was meant to start at 1:45. We would have got to see the sun. We got to see a little bit as I started this one, but unfortunately the sun has gone into the clouds, so we can't see the sun touch the horizon, which is really what I wanted. A little bit annoying, but you can't have everything, can you? You can always have a look at my other equinox. Yeah, so what's happened is, as the Earth goes around the sun, eventually the tilt of the Earth, it gets to a point where the tilt of the Earth, we start to get tilted away from the sun. We're heading into that position now. We're just crossing that point now where the sun's going to now track slowly towards the south, and we're going to get darker, shorter days, longer nights. But like I said before, the actual equal day and night does not happen until Sunday. So even though the sun rises in the east and sets in the west for everybody on Earth, the equilux, which is the equal day, equal night, doesn't happen for us until Sunday. And if you live on the equator or somewhere around the equator, you never actually get an equal day, equal daylight and equal, whether you get the sun rise at 7 o'clock and sets it. It doesn't happen. It just never happens. It's really, really weird. Hi, Philip Briggs. Greetings from the Southern Hemisphere. And spring. Oh, they're on the right side. I think we all want to be with Philip Briggs, don't we? Because here in Blackpool, we're going into the. I think we're going into the. Oh my God, we're going into the winter, folks. Yeah, and so yeah, I think we would rather be where you are. So anyway, I'll just turn. I'll tell you what, it's quite breezy, you know. I'm glad I put my jumper on. 48 people watching. Don't forget to hit the like button. Sarah says darn clouds. Yeah, it's annoying, isn't it? Snow and more snow. Well, we don't really get snow in Blackpool though, do we? In fact, it's not really that bad, is it, our winter? We can actually be quite warm. Oh, who's that? Has someone give me £5? Oh, thank you, Julie. That is absolutely awesome. Thanks, Julie. Amazing. Showing you a bit of Blackpool while I'm at it. Look at those views. Aren't they amazing? Now, I think the sun is probably just about to set now. It'd be touching the horizon now, but unfortunately, as you can see, we're not going to see it, are we? We've lost the sun, I'm afraid. I'm afraid the sun's gone now, and that's the autumnal equinox for you today. So what's going to happen now is you're going to notice from you probably won't notice for maybe a week or so, but from Monday, that's when we start to get less daylight and more darkness from Monday. Yeah, so like I say, you won't notice straight away. Yeah. Is it correct, Stamina, that the Earth has a slight wobble called precession? Yes, it does, David. And it does. The Earth does precess. As it rotates, it precesses, and it takes about 27,000 years for the Earth to make a complete precession, a wobble. It makes a big circle, and what happens during that time is that the North Star changes. So at the moment we've got Polaris, which is our North Star, and as the Earth turns over many thousands of years, like I say, it'll be 27,000 years, it will make a complete precession. So in 27,000 years, Polaris will be the pole star, but in that time, it will have gone round a few other stars. It will have made a massive circle. So there you go, that's precession. So yeah, you're right, David, yeah. And it kind of cocks up as well. It cocks up horoscope, because you know horoscopes are based on where the sun is. Where in a constellation. I'm just waving at someone down there. Sorry, I get quite used to this. I have to wave at people, just waving at someone down there. Yeah, so it cocks up the zodiac, you know, if you ask me, because the sun is going to be in different constellations. Yeah. So if you're an astrologer, I don't know if you're really into precession, really, because I don't think they knew about it when they invented astrology. Yeah, so precession is, you know, when you have a spinning top and you spin it, and eventually you see it start to rotate. It rotates, but it also wobbles, and that's what the Earth's doing. And it happens. It takes 27,000 years. Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? I tell you what, it's so complicated. All this, what happens with the Earth. Looking down Middle Walk. This here is Middle Walk. There's also a lower promenade over there. Yeah. Yeah, nice new tram there, all blue. I think it's Ms. Mosum. I don't know what it is actually. I don't know what. I hope the sky's like this when I'm in Blackpool. Yeah. Not like the winters we used to have. Hi, Chandler. I will be doing the fireworks, Brian. Yeah. 52 people watching. Lancashire Liberty doesn't like the tram. Can you see the tower lighting up? Yeah, so we've just had the sunset on the day of the Autumnal Equinox. And I just want to point you over here because we're looking now towards the south, sort of southwest. Can you see Snowdonia there now? Can you see that just sticking up above the horizon there? That's Snowdonia. Yeah, amazing views. We get to see amazing views of Wales, Cumbria. Yeah, we get to see it all here in Blackpool. Those clouds look pretty epic as well, don't they? And as I look now towards the west, so we're looking sort of 90 degrees out from Blackpool Promenade, because you know Blackpool Promenade, it runs north and south. So it kind of gives you a good bearing as to where the sun should be, you know, when the sun sets. That's what I like about Blackpool Promenade. Always fascinated by what information you bring us. It's such a great weekend. Thanks, Jason Hiddley. Yeah, lower up. Yeah, so we get cracking views of the Lake District from Southern Ness in Dumfries. Yeah, I don't think you can see Dumfries from here. I don't think you can see it. I mean, you never know. From the top of the tower, I don't know, you know. I mean, the sight line is good. We should be able to see it. It's within the sight line. But, so I'll just look towards, this is for Bayern. I'm going to look towards the Lake District up there. So Dumfries would be somewhere just off that headland on the right hand side. Can you see? It's somewhere out that way, but I think it's too far away to see. I don't think it's possible to see Scotland from here. I just think it's too far away. Maybe if there's a nice big mountain in Dumfries, you know, like a big mountain, there might just be a chance of seeing it, but I don't think that there is. And then we can see the Isle of Man, and the Isle of Man is 65 miles away, and we can see the tops of the hills on the Isle of Man. So, theoretically, if you were high enough, if you were on the top of Blackpool Tower, and you might just be able to see some of the coast, or some of Dumfries, the high point of Dumfries. It is possible, I think, with the right conditions, but thanks, Lisa. Yeah, I'm just zooming in there on the Lake District. That's, I'll turn it back round. Let's have a look towards the tower again, shall we? Yeah, so like I say, this video is really just to let you know that it was the... How many people knew that it was the equinox today? The autumnal equinox. How many people knew? I know I had to look it up the other day. I had to look it up when it was. I thought it was on the 21st, and I didn't realise it was on the 23rd. Yeah. So, we're just seeing the illuminations come on. Did you see the illuminations come on then? Oh, I just saw them come on. Did you see them? Yeah, the illuminations just come on then. Did you see them? Did you see them come on? I'll have to show you the illuminations, won't I? Yes, I am crispy, yeah. I'll be up in the Lake District tomorrow, yeah. I thought I'd just mention that tomorrow night I'm up in the Lake District, I'm up at Keswick, and I'm doing an astronomy photography workshop, a Milky Way workshop. It's at 8 p.m. tomorrow night, and there's details in the description to this video, so if you look in the description you'll find details to it. Just in case any of you get a chance to join us up in the lake, I'll be up there, right up there in the darkness of the English Lake District tomorrow night. And we'll be there from 8 o'clock until 11 o'clock, and it'll be absolutely amazing. We'll get to see the Milky Way, and I've got a few people coming already, so if there's any of you get a chance to join us up there, you're welcome. Check in the description to this video, you'll find out more about what we're doing, where we're going, what time, and what you might be able to see up there. It's absolutely amazing. I did one last month and it went really, really well. In fact, it went so well, we ran right over by about an hour. So yeah, if you're interested in that, check down in the description. There's details on my website all about it. Oh, but doesn't that look amazing? Look at that view of Blackpool Tower. Isn't it amazing? Wowzers. Dumfries and Galloway has. Yes, it does, Brian, doesn't it? In fact, Dumfries and Galloway is the only place in the whole of this country that's got the gold star rating, the world standard for dark skies. Yeah, I think it is, you know. I think Dumfries and Galloway is the only accredited dark sky site in the whole country. Yeah, now there are other places. There's places in Wales, there's Kielder Forest, of course, in Northumberland, but Galloway Forest Park is the only world accredited, world dark sky place. Yeah, and I've never even been up there. Well, I have. I've been through, but I've never been up for astronomy. I've been through. I've been to Carn Ryan on the ferry. So there you go. Are you? You all right? Yeah, I've been up to Stranraer, that sort of place up there. So I've been through Dumfries and Galloway. Just waiting for something else there. People keep spotting me. Oh, isn't it nice though, that? You could watch this all night, couldn't you? Blackpool Tower lighting up. I'll show you, always cloudy for equinox and solstice. Well, it's been a nice day. It's been sunny. It just had that bit of cloud there at the last minute which spoiled the sunset. So, not too bad. Next time you're up, let me know. You can stay in the caravan. Oh wow, thanks, Brad. Yeah, so it's now 20 past. I think that the sun went down at about 5 past. It's looking really nice there, isn't it? Look at that pink sky. Can you see that pink sky? Doesn't that look absolutely amazing? In fact, I think I'll zoom in on that for you. Shall I zoom in? I could take a photograph now, you know. Take a screenshot. Just waking up in New Zealand. Good morning, Brian Wild. Hi, Helen. Look at that picture now. Isn't it amazing? I'll tell you what though, it's a bit breezy. And it's actually been quite warm today, but I'll tell you what, the temperature has plummeted right now. It really has. It's actually quite chilly at the moment. Yeah, screenshot, that's it. Crispy, create screenshot, take your screenshot now. Look at that. Is the top of the tower green? Yes, it is. I don't know. It looks to be green and yellow, but I'm not sure why. Can anybody tell me? Yeah, it's got a yellow, it's yellow and green at the top. There's some noisy motorbike, isn't there? Yeah, so there you go. Yeah, so there you go. We've had the equinox, the day of the equinox today, the autumnal equinox. So from now on, the sun is going to slowly make its way further south. It's going to set further towards the south. You will not notice the days get shorter until, they won't get shorter until Monday, because we don't have equal day and night until the equilux. The equilux happens on Sunday. The equilux always happens after the autumnal equinox, but it happens before the spring equinox, where we are at our latitude. If you live in like a sort of more towards the equator, that sort of thing, there's never, in fact, if you live on the equator, there's never equal day and equal night. We do get a point where we get equal day and equal night, pretty much, but there's never, it never happens on the equator. That is really, really weird, actually. Oh, look at that. Doesn't it look amazing? Pretty busy along the main front today, says Lancashire Liberty. I tell you what, it's wobbling around a bit because this wind, I tell you what, it's quite windy, you know. Yeah, it is. We've got 62 people watching. Hit the like button. We're here in Blackpool. It's the day of the equinox. I can see a light up there. Can you see that above the tower? UFO. What is it? 62 people watching. Hit the like button. We're currently tracking a UFO here in Blackpool. It's going into a cloud. Yeah, so like I say, it's the equinox today. The sun set due west, right out there. We didn't quite see it touch the horizon because the clouds got in the way. Just over the road here, by the way, that's where the Derby Baths used to be. Who remembers the Derby Baths? They were right there in this block of land here. Yeah, the Derby Baths. Who remembers the Derby Baths? I don't. It's there. It's all right. It's just a plane. It's not a UFO. But hey, look, we've got the illuminations. I've got to show you the illuminations. Having a look at this. Whoa! Look at that. We've got another screenshot, folks. In fact, look at that. Oh, I'm in the middle of the road there. Tram check. Says crispy. That's Higgett going home. He's got his own private plane now, yeah. Yeah, so we get to see the illuminations come on. You don't see that every day, do you, really? Unless you happen to be in Blackpool, of course. But it does feel a bit like autumn now, you know, I have to say. I put my top on, and I'm really glad I put this top on because I was out early today and it was quite warm. And but this morning it was cold. And I tell you what, the temperature really dropped when the sun went down, you know, it really did. So I'm kind of glad I put my jumper on. Hi, Michael. Yeah, so there you go. We've just had the sun go down. We didn't see it. It went down in the west because it's a solstice. It's over there, right over there, the sun. It rose in the east as well. Cessna 172 Skyhawk is a type of plane. It says 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll just give you a look round. Those clouds are actually quite nice, actually. They got in the way of the sun, but they do look quite nice, actually. And we've just seen the illuminations come on as well, so yeah, the Map Master went to the cottage. It's my patch, you know. I'm supposed to be doing a video at the cottage. I spoke to the owner of the cottage not too long ago, and she said, "Oh, you want to do a video here?" I said, "Yeah, but I'm waiting for her to get back to me." Yeah. They want to do like a video. They reckon it's haunted, so I might be staying in there overnight or something. Yeah, we'll have to see. So yeah, so this is how Blackpool looks after sunset on the equinox. Yeah. Did anybody see the sun come up this morning? Well, the sun came up in the east and it sets in the west today. It only happens twice a year. It happens today, and it also happens in March, on around about the same date in March. Yeah, that's the spring equinox. So obviously in the spring equinox, the sun is starting to rise higher and we're getting longer days. It's just the other way around. I hope it's not Charlie's cottage. No, Lancashire Liberty now. Did I sit on Liam Biffy Bin Stable? Yeah. They know me. Yeah, that car was going fast. Hey, that was a bit naughty. Did you see that car then? There was a car racing down there then. It was doing about 70 mile an hour. That was absolutely out of order, that was. You're only allowed to drive down there if you've got a permit as well. Yeah, so I do know the owners of the cottage. They know me. I was talking to her. Oh, it was more than a month ago now, and she said, do you want to do a video? It was like a special, it wasn't just a normal video, it was like she wanted me to come down when this ghost hunter was there. So it would have probably meant going in there at a stupid time of the night, and I'd be with this ghost hunter and we'd be looking for ghosts or something like that. But anyway, I'll have to go and see her again, won't I? I didn't see a beluga, no. I've seen him. Yeah. Any news on the Blackpool Tower video? You know what? Nothing at all. I've forgotten all about Blackpool Tower. Nothing at all, Wayne. It's like as if I'm not going to go up Blackpool Tower ever again, is it? You know, it's almost like that really, isn't it? Yeah, I will do. I will do. It's just going to have to wait, isn't it? It says it's banging it down in Barnsley. So do a Stanley Park 3 AM challenge sometime. Yeah. I could do that, couldn't I? Go walk through Stanley Park at night. I'd probably get attacked because there's nothing but gangs in Stanley Park in the middle of the night. I do whiz down that bit on my e-bike, to be fair. Yeah, it's a good part of the promenade, this. It's a very kind of, it's a very sort of steady hill, isn't it? Better weather than here, chucking it down in Barnsley, says Ian Shaw. The cottage would make a good Halloween special. Well, I'll have to go and see her and see if we can sort something out and see if we can do something there. You know, but we've got to go and do something sometime. Yeah. So, there you go. I think that I'm going to leave it there now. I brought you we got to see a little bit of the sun going down on the equinox. The sun going down due west here in Blackpool. Right over there, it's gone now for another day, and we're going to start to get shorter days. Oh, we're going into winter. Oh my goodness. Can we go back to summer, please? Yeah, we'll have to go to the summer. We'll have to go to the southern hemisphere. Yeah, try and fish budget from the cottage. Yeah, if you're coming to Blackpool, go to the cottage and tell them I sent you. Yeah, so go to the cottage chippy. It's on New House Road in the Martin area. It's not that far from Oxford Square, so do go to the cottage if you get a chance. But anyway, I'm going to leave this video here now. Thanks to everyone for joining in. It's been pretty good. We had I think we had about 60 people watching, so that's not too bad. And we got to see the sunset. It's the equinox, the day of the equinox as well, so we don't get equal day and night on the equinox. That happens on the equilux. The equilux always happens a few days before or after the equinox. In this case, the autumnal equinox, the equilux, equal day and night, happen after the equinox. So that's going to be on Sunday. In the spring, the vernal equinox, the equilux, equal day and night, happen before the equinox. So it's really, really confusing. So yeah, it's quite a lot to take on board with this astronomy game, isn't it? Yeah, but it is really, really interesting. Anyway, I'm going to leave you now from Blackpool and the illuminations on the day of the equinox. Thanks for everyone for tuning in. What I'll do is I'll probably just leave you with one last view of the illuminations. I'll give you one last look around. Let's have a look around, shall we? I think that the tide's coming in. Can you see? Oh, look at that. You like that, don't you? The tide. So, I'll bring you back round in a minute. I think the trams will be quite busy now. So yeah, here's one last look at the beach. There's the tower there. thanks to everyone for joining in and watching this video on the autumnal equinox. And as you can see, the tide is coming in and it's lighting up time here in Blackpool. So thanks to everyone for joining in, and thanks to Crispy, Sarah, and who else was it? They gave me a super chat. Sorry, I can't remember. David, yeah. So thanks for those, and I will see you again on another video.